But I was auto-pathing to Fatirs. I do this damn dungeon so infrequently. Probably should have serpents to that, but oh well. No Crypt Anguish in that one. Alright, well, these two clowns are busy arguing with each other. I'm going to get killed here, apparently. I'm going to use the restroom. Be right back. Alrighty.
Are you hunting something?
Wearing the right armor. I do find it somewhat amusing that you can sneak past there if you just hug the corner. I also find it somewhat amusing that of all the PvE skills, the only one on my bar is IAU. Kind of says something about that skill, doesn't it? Oh yeah, that's right. I'd completely forgotten about that. In normal mode, there's no enemies there to gate clip off of. Yet another case of a dungeon being harder in normal mode. Okay, there's my QZ. Oh, come on, guy. You're gonna break? Cast SF in QZ. I mean, I suppose I could have tried pulling these over here, but eh. There's blood curdlers in there. Alright. Do we get the good bridge or the bad bridge? Let's find out. I'm waiting to pop my Storm Chaser until the last moment here. There's going to be a pop-up here. No knocks, though. That one's up. Sad. Oh, like, brain AFK. Right. Yeah, I do have to go through here. I haven't done this dungeon in forever. Let's see, there's 2 Scourges, 3 Scourges. Yeah. Have to use IU. Autopathing goes through the middle of doors. Alright, let's count how many times I get hit by the fucking frost jets. It just works. once. SOH is a lot more useful in this spot right here, but we'll make do. Hey, he actually got through there without hitting any of the traps. You know what I should have done? I should have popped IU while Serpents was up. I mean, it doesn't matter, I don't need it again. Well. Miss the days when Serpent's quickness applied to the next stance you used as well. Walk through the traps. That deal like 2 elemental damage. Not that I need IU here, but, you know, energy's not an issue and it's completely free. May as well get anti-knockdown while I'm running through this and just sustain it for chip ahead. There we go. Already paying off. This guy's getting himself killed. Suppose I should have run this way, but whatever. I also probably don't need Shadow Form to get through these, but be safe. I fucking popped IU late there. Whatever. Do heat havoc in? Nah, I think I'm good. Not get body blocked. We're gonna go the midway, slightly slower, but there's nothing to worry about down this way. I mean, there's a couple snowballs, but I guess I could have just run through this guy. Probably should have, but whatever. sorry, what? Without having to cast it, it's faster, at least without any shadow steps. Oh, yeah, okay, wait. I thought you were talking about something earlier, I was a little confused. Yeah, I don't know. Like, against Jotun, I can just kind of run through them. Like, they don't really do anything to me. The Mindbreaker ones are a little annoying, but just because I get a whole bunch of really obnoxious hexes that'll deal damage to me later on. But, you know, like, the Blood Curdlers, they're kind of irrelevant, and the Blade Turners are irrelevant. Like, ow, I get hit for 50 damage, whoop-de-doo. That's when they decide to actually chase me. Alrighty, so fun begins. We got full energy up here. Which takes a while when you only have 3 pips and one of them's used for recall. He does relatively fast with bleeding and poison. Again, wish I had a vampiric bow, but, you know, ow. Fortunately, my wilderness is so ridiculously high that, you know, the shit lasts forever. He doesn't have natural resistance, so... You know, 20-second poison. Like, thank you. I think the solo challenge as a whole is cool. You know, I think Guild Wars is a cool game. I think this part of the solo challenge is not cool. It's very dull, but, you know, points are points. Yeah. I mean, Guaming itself isn't bad. You know, it's just tedious. Yeah, I can agree with that sentiment. Not a fan of Guild Wars 2. Ow. Ow. Probably should have just popped Storm Chaser there, but whatever. That's why we have Shroud. Although, honestly, there's actually a really good argument here to be made for running Feel No Pain over Shroud, come to think of it. Because Feel No Pain would keep me at full health, and it's not like energy's an issue, I mean... Yeah, like, I don't know. Shade and Misty were doing like a duo thing, but... Or like, Shade, Misty, and John, I don't remember. Like, I would kind of be down to do like a duo or a three-man. Honestly, like, something that I think is even more interesting is multiplayer runs of campaigns. Because, like, the Prophecy's any percent run is like, you know, 5.5 hours. It can be sub 5 hours fairly easily. You just... you know, both, honestly. But, like, you know, you can do a solo any percent Prophecies run, but a Protector percent run, if you have a single player, there's not a lot you can do for stuff. But if you have multiplayer, like, almost every single Prophecies mission has, like, splits and stuff, and you can do all sorts of fun clown bars. Or, like, you know, you can have a Necro Monk that starts off as, you know, like, a Blood Bar, and then transitions into, like, you know, Smite support for a Warrior. And then in the end game, it's, you know, doing, like, Curse support or, like, Blood support or something. Like, you know, you get a lot of build variety. You know, like, the duo campaign runs can be a lot of fun. There was a couple guys a year or two ago, Evil Sheep Gaming Group or whatever, that were doing that. And, you know, they, you know, were doing some goofy strats and stuff like that, but, you know, you get to run a lot of really interesting niche gimmick builds. I did not. I honestly didn't even realize that GDQ stuff was a thing this year. Like, by the time I heard about it, it was already over. Because I, you know, don't really pay attention to Twitch. But I'd never really did much in the way of Diablo 3. And once again, no group of enemies by this gate. Every single one of the boss locks that, you know, has like a Havokin and a big group doesn't in normal mode. I'm just gonna walk here. Okay, we've got a QZ up. Casting QZ. Oh, this thing's gonna fucking chase me to the ends of the fucking earth, isn't it? Nope, it broke. Excellent. Take care, man. Have fun. But, I don't know. I think some of the old Diablo runs and stuff like that are neat to watch. I'd have to see the Diablo 3 one to see if it's, you know, again, it's interesting from a spectator's point of view for speed running stuff. But, like, the old ones I think are really neat just because they're such RNG shitfest, and it's less about, you know, coming up with great routes for stuff and more about understanding the mechanics of the game at such a deep fundamental level that you can just make do with whatever pile of garbage gets handed to you. Oh, okay, that's kind of neat. Actually, you know what was a really cool co-op speedrun game to watch? The Borderlands one. It was like Borderlands 2 or whatever, because the way the multiplayer works, one person, just for some reason, can start stacking movement speed buffs, and you know, it was like a 4-player run, but like one person was literally running around at like Mach 7. And they had to do some stuff to keep it from stacking too high, because otherwise it just continuously like crashes the game or some shit that I don't remember. Oh, I went too far. This is the annoying thing about recall. But yeah, like I think there needs to be more, you know, co-op stuff. Watching some of the speedrun stuff for Alien Swarm was really fun. Like, you know, I too played that game for a bit, but you know, the speedrun strats are just insane. Okay, let's not run out of range of our fucking res shrine again. Is this good enough? I think this is good enough, or it's close to it. And there's this fucking boy that's gonna be obnoxious. I'm just gonna kill this one. Gonna break, mate. Norn don't have collision with anything, which, you know, is also not, you know, it's nice because they don't fucking body block you, but it's also annoying because they don't do anything useful. But this guy really wants to chase, like, a long fucking distance. Whatever. Okay, last hit for you. This one's gonna be annoying, I can feel it already, but we'll just suffer. You know, like, I could bring Read the Wind, I could bring a whole bunch of stuff to, you know, just do this more aggressively, but why bother? This is slow, but it's absolutely safe, and it works. I do think Shroud is a mistake over Feel No Pain. Feel No Pain was definitely a better choice here, but, you know, oh well. Yeah, exactly. You know, nice relaxing dungeon. Like, the thing is, he has so much armor that, like, speccing into marksmanship is pointless. Unless you're bringing Read the Wind. Yeah, well, the disc has 20k HP, and it also seems to have like 8 or 9 health regeneration, so you don't even get to degen it. You actually have to do a lot of damage to it. Barbadors definitely does make this easier. I do find it really amusing that the skill, like, Apply Poison is just a better skill. And it doesn't have a drawback. Like, the drawback is that it's cost 15 energy instead of 10. Honestly, I'm probably gonna finish Prophecies. I, got kind of tired of Thunderhead Keep. I'm probably gonna do Thunderhead Keep with, Melander's... I'm gonna try it with a Melander's Resilience Dagger Bar instead of a Bow Bar. Like, the annoying thing about Thunderhead Keep is it's, like, now that I know what I'm doing, it's going to be about an hour just to see if I get the right spawn, if I'm running the bow bar. But if I do it with Dagger Spam, I think I can just power through most of the Mersat bosses. Because, remember, I'm going for bonus. But, like, I could do the mission by itself, you know, right now, and it would take me, you know, hour and 20 minutes maybe. It would take me a little longer than that just because it takes so fucking long to, you know, do that stuff, but you know, the mission by itself is not hard. And like the only way that I would realistically fail it is if I got the Mesmer boss in the fort. So, you know, half hour of doing resets just to, you know, get past the king, and then, you know, 1 in 6 chance of just failing the mission right there. Well, like 1 in 5, because you can't have the Mesmer boss in either spot, but... Alright. See what goodie we got. Cobalt staff? Doing what in particular? Solo challenge at all, or this dungeon? Because I've done solo challenge stuff before, but I've gotten a lot farther this time, except for, like, Eye of the North. Or, excuse me, except for Nightfall. Like, the last time I did it, I didn't really, you know, I pushed really far in Nightfall, and I got up to Grand Court, and I just never really bothered pushing through factions or prophecies. Let's see, what rep does this bring up to? 20k, I need 3,000. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to... I could try speed booking. Or like doing a partial speed book. That would comfortably get me a lot. I mean, I may also just say fuck it and leave it as is, because these ranks are good enough. Well, like, I would do against the Char, obviously. I could definitely do a Time for Heroes. It would be kind of awful, but I can do a Time for Heroes. I'd run a little bit more defensively and rather than just sit there face tanking 3 things, I'd, individually pull it, one mob at a time. The issue is that in hard mode he's got Flame Jet, which hits kind of hard, so I'd almost certainly have to have IU. I think I need more energy management for hard mode for that. Like, I'm going to end up getting stuck not using the dagger combo quite as much because I'm going to need to focus more energy into healing. But against the Char shouldn't be that horrible of a book. And I can do Curse of the Norn Bear. Norn Bear will be annoying, but it's definitely doable. And I think I would do, what's it called? Elusive Golemancer as well.